The following is an exclusive presentation of the Carolina Panthers and the National Football League.
On this episode of the Panthers Huddle, a daring final drive on a soggy Sunday, leading to a special gift for Panthers fans. Relive the dramatic end to our showdown with the Falcons. Plus, what's ahead in a merry matchup with the Packers? Thomas Davis is back to break down the X's and O's behind our success. And Christmas in the Carolinas, the Panthers earn spots on Santa's nice list by spreading some yuletide joy. Hello and welcome inside this special holiday edition of the Panthers Huddle. I'm Carla Gebhart, and coming off a thrilling win over the Falcons, the Carolina Panthers look to spark more magic in the Queen City against the visiting Packers. Now, will Green Bay be a Grinch, or can another miracle on Mint Street get delivered this Christmas Eve? The Packers come into Charlotte carrying 2 straight losses, and the home team has won 5 in a row in the series between these two teams. However, Jordan Love and company still own a potent offensive attack. Love is in the top 10 for passing yards and TDs thrown this season, and the Packers are still fighting to stay in the playoff picture. Regardless, the Panthers' defense has been better than their 2-12 record would suggest and held strong against the Falcons. Week 15 was a hard-fought game in horrendous conditions, but more importantly, the win was a confidence boost for the offense going into the season's final stretch. Another strong game on the ground, and the second fourth quarter comeback this season for rookie Bryce Young has the team a little bit more optimistic. Still, the Panthers are struggling to score touchdowns.
Want to put points on the board. Definitely want to start stronger. You know, you got to attack it day by day. Big picture, you want to do whatever it takes to win. But obviously, as offense, we want to put up points. So we're working, to try to improve in that aspect.
The 15 points the team has put up in the last 2 games have all been field goals from kicker Eddie Pinheiro. His hot streak earned praise around the league. Pinheiro has been named the Special Teams Player of the Week. Well, there's no question it has been a disappointing season so far. However, the Panthers can hold their heads high knowing they weathered the storm last Sunday and possibly spoiled the playoff hopes of one of their biggest rivals. Relive a hard-fought win over the Falcons in this week's Bojangles Rewind.
It's week 15 of the NFL season. The Panthers all decked out in black helmets. The elements are a big factor today. It is raining, it's foggy, it's overcast, we're expecting wind. And through all this, can the Panthers find a way to get a win? Toss left, Robinson going quickly, and he's tackled for a loss.
Luvu comes out of nowhere and just smashes him.
The give is to Robinson, runs into a roadblock. The Panthers get the stop. Ritter checks down to Robinson, it's knocked away by Burns.
Ryan Burns read that from the start. He was coming in fast.
Ritter under center, gives it to Patterson, and he is devoured by a nimbus cloud of Panthers.
Defensive front for Carolina, led by Derek Brown, just blew up that play to bring up 4th down.
Carolina's defense with a 4th down stand. It's been punting clinic for both these teams early on in the elements. Neither offense has done much. 7 punts and 6 first downs. The Panthers only have 1 first down.
Somebody's got to make a play.
Plenty of time, little throwback. That's a good throw. He finds Janu Smith.
It'll be 1st and goal Atlanta. Little pop pass, Cordero Patterson running left side, tiptoes the sideline, and he's into the end zone as he cuts it inside that front left corner. Wind feels like it's starting to pick up a little bit. It has been a steady rain now for hours. Offensively, it's been a black hole in this first half.
If we have to throw it, Bryce needs to stand in there, put an accurate ball. Our receivers need to make a catch. We need to stay on our blocks. Somebody's just got to make a play.
There's a play.
Young, at time, got hit as he delivered it, but it was on target, at least enough to move the chains.
That's all you got to do.
Bryce throws a back shoulder pass to Thielen left side. He makes the catch at the 10-yard line inbounds. Clock will continue to run. Eddie swings the leg. The kick into the wind is up and good. Panthers trail the Falcons by a score of 7-3.
At some point, we need to convert a big third down, and we need to get a ball down the field.
Young takes the snap. Quick throw on the slant. It is caught by Thielen, and he's got a first down right on the sticks. Are they going to measure? Yeah, they're going to look at it. And now they're saying it's Falcons football.
The rain is still coming down. It's still windy. It's still cold. We need to create a turnover.
Janu Smith in motion. They hand it off to Bijan Robinson, left side. 20 ball comes out. Panthers jump on it.
Troy Hill knocked it free. Brian Burns has it.
And the Panther defense mobs each other into the end zone. Some of them do a slide. Your score with 13:32 to go. Falcons 7, Panthers 6.
This is an opportunity right now. Can we make him throw a ball into coverage, make him make a poor decision? This is an obvious passing set.
Ritter takes the snap, rolling backward. He's chased, gets away. Ritter from the 20, throws through the end zone. Intercepted Xavier Woods down at the 5-yard line.
Oh! Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Panthers get another lifeline, down 7-6. Panther ball from their own 5 with 7:35 to go in the fourth, down a point.
Just get positive plays. We can't go backwards.
Bryce Young looking, throwing, got a man. It is caught at the 25 by Tremble. Bryce Young out route, Jonathan Mingo.
Mingo is open and makes the catch. Young back to throw. Pumps, throws down the right sideline for Chark, adjusting, and he makes the catch inbounds.
Look at the awareness of the feet. That is spectacular.
Great catch.
This is a critical third down. We have to convert here.
Chuba, cut back, straight ahead, fighting his way to the 15-yard line. If he's got the 15, he's got a first down, and he does.
2 minutes to play. Carolina looking for the go-ahead score with their rookie quarterback, Bryce Young.
You fed Chuba, and what did he do? He put his foot in the ground, and it was an attitude run.
And now the Panthers will let these precious seconds tick off, and they're setting up Eddie Pinheiro for a game-winning field goal try. It is a 23-yard chip shot for the win. Jansen to snap. Hecker puts it down. Eddie swings the leg. The kick is up. It's good. Cue up Neil Diamond.
It's been so hard for these, and you want to have success for them. You want to have success for the trainers. You want to have success for the groundskeepers. You want to have success for the equipment managers. That's what it's all about. And how great is this, man? I'm so pumped.
This exclusive presentation of the Carolina Panthers Television Network is brought to you in part by Bank of America, official bank of the Carolina Panthers.
Coming off of his first victory as an NFL head coach, Chris Tabor will look to stack 2 in a row against the Green Bay Packers this week. Our own Darren Gant spoke with Coach Tabor about getting that first win and how his experience in special teams helped seal the victory.
All right, 'twas the night before Christmas, and all through the house not a creature was stirring, not even interim head coach Chris Tabor. Actually, that's not true. You're always stirring.
Always stirring, trying to find something new.
You warm yourself by a roaring fire here at the Huddle. This is a special holiday edition, so we'll have us a glass of eggnog. Do you care for an eggnog, Chris?
Every once in a while, only during the Christmas season, obviously.
Nog's good all year long. I think people sleep on that. It's good to have a cup of nog sometimes when it's warm, just to bring you back in balance. You were probably looking for something warm the other night after that one. Those were some epic conditions for a football game.
Those were tough conditions. I think actually, to be honest with you, in some ways, it was bad, but it wasn't as bad as what I anticipated. When I was watching the bowl game, the night before of the Appalachian State, the wind our wind was bad, but I was anticipating a little bit more gusty winds at times, and it stayed true the whole game, so that helped out.
We talked about this on Panthers.com earlier in the week. You had so many little decisions kind of based on that weather that I think probably only occur to a special teams coordinator sometimes, of taking that time out with 3 seconds left in the first quarter so you can punt with the wind instead of against it, using Kamu as a kicker on the kickoff team to put an extra tackler when you're going to squib it. I mean, so many of those situational things were based on those conditions, weren't they?
No question. Obviously the conditions, and then in Kamu's case, the returner, because Cordarrelle is obviously one of the greatest of all time in NFL history, and also coaching him, I know what he's capable of, and he can change the game at any moment. To have another cover player go down, knowing that he's probably going to be free and being able to nose up the ball there, that gave you a little bit more security. I think the hardest thing was in the decision-making process was just how far would the kick go, because you're kicking into the wind. If it doesn't go far enough, a few plays later, did you help them get into field goal range because they had the wind at their back?
Just in general with that game, there were so many things that the Panthers have been looking for a long time that kind of clicked and went right. I mean, we've talked a lot about Bryce Young over the course of this year, but seeing him take over that drive, you used the phrase in the postgame that I think a lot of people reacted to when you said he's a winner. People hadn't seen that over the course of the year, and so many guys talked about the belief they had in Bryce. How do you keep that going, or how has he kept that going when the results haven't been there this season?
I think you stay true to who you are, and I think he's done that all year. I don't think he's wavered. Sure, if time's been tough, absolutely. It's been tough on everybody. But if you stick true to the process, you give yourself a chance. And I also think this time of year, and what we talked a little bit last week going into the game, we're playing essentially 4 teams, now 3 teams that are still in the playoff hunt. And if you want to play playoff football, you got to play great defense, which obviously we're doing. You got to be able to run the ball. And we've run the ball, I think, averaging almost 160 yards the last 3 games. And then obviously no turnovers. And when you put all that together, which we did the other night, that gives you a chance. And then that takes some things off of Bryce a little bit. But when he had to make plays, I think, what did he go 6 for 6 in that final drive in those conditions? Those are big-time plays, really proud of them.
And we've talked about this at different points over the season, but the defense has kept this team in a lot of games over the course of the year, but they've really taken it to another level lately, especially in terms of run defense. I mean, to hold the Falcons to under 2 yards a carry as much as they were running, because that's a team that has done this at a high level all year.
No, they have done it at a high level, and that's their identity. And for our defense to knock out their run game, that was big. Forced them to throw it a little bit more than what you'd like to on a rainy day, and then obviously the big pick by X was as big as it gets.
I wanted to ask you a little bit about the atmosphere inside the locker room after that game. Obviously, it's been a tough season, hadn't gone the way anybody anticipated, but just to be in that room and with those guys that you've put in all that work with and see that relief, that weight lifted off of them, that had to be gratifying for you guys.
No, it was really gratifying because really that's why you got into it. I've always stated it. I mean, coaching is about relationships, and it's about the moment. You don't look past, you don't look ahead. It's about that moment right there. And to be able to celebrate with those guys and see the excitement in their eyes and see the work that they put in throughout the week, and they got results on a positive side. That was big, and that was fun. I'll never forget it.
Any holiday tips? Any traditions you're going to extend here this season? I know it's a busy week, but there is that holiday coming up.
It is. No, we'll celebrate. We'll have a day to celebrate it. Be business as usual throughout the week as it always is, and then after the game, see how it goes, but spend time with your family and be thankful.
Yep, there you go. That's what it's all about. Very good. Chris Tabor, everybody.
Closed captioning for the Panthers Television Network is provided by Charlotte Eye, Ear, Nose, and Throat Associates, helping you enjoy the sights and sounds of the NFL all season long.
All right, it is time for TD's Film Room, and welcome back, Thomas Davis. We appreciate it.
Excited to be back.
I know, exciting to go over this game and a win against the Atlanta Falcons. And of course, you're looking over the film, TD, and of course, the run game for Carolina. That's what stands out in this one.
That was the first thing that jumped out to me in this game. When you look at the way Chuba Hubbard commanded the football and he ran with aggression, Atlanta Falcons were not prepared for what he brought to this game. And I love what I've been seeing from Chuba all season long, really.
Yeah, absolutely. And so we're going to start with a run play by Chuba and something that he did really well in this game.
We're going to jump right into this, and I'm going to show you guys. This was an excellent play design by Thomas Brown. So right now, as a linebacker, whenever we have anything that's going back, so right now, this guy is going to go back. So as a linebacker, when you're playing in a gap scheme, your gap has to change. So even if the running back goes this way, we have to stay settled. We have to freeze. And that's what happens on this play. These linebackers are looking at this guy going back. As he goes back, Chuba is going to do a great job of beating everybody to the edge and picking up a big yard. Whenever you start the game with a big play like that, it changes the momentum for your entire team. So excellent job by Thomas Brown creating that play design that allowed them to have this big yardage.
Yeah, they had that big pickup in the first play of the game and then to really start the second half as well. Now we're going to move to the defensive side of things. And, of course, one of the big keys in this one was turnovers, and Carolina able to capitalize again on that.
We know how important turnovers are, especially when you're struggling offense. The more that you can get possessions back to your offense, the better off you're going to be defensively. And we've been talking about this for a long time, how this defense, they played well, but they haven't done a great job of creating turnovers. This is one of the times where you see rush and coverage work together. So watch on this play right here, and it all starts with the pressure right here off the edge by my guy, my former teammate. We got Marquise Haynes on this play right here, and as we spotlight Keith, watch him on this play. Force Ritter out of the pocket. If you look at this quarterback situation right now, he has this guy that he can possibly throw to. He has this guy that he can possibly throw to, or this guy. But what does Desmond Ritter do? He throws the ball directly to one of our guys. But right now, I'm going to give X a hard time because whenever your offense is struggling, one of the things defensively, what you have to do, not only take the ball away, you have to score. Every coach tells you, you gotta go down the near sideline whenever you catch an interception because this is where all your blockers are. 1, 2, 3, 4 guys, and they have 2 guys right here and linemen right here that are never gonna catch you, X. But great interception, great turnover that we were able to force. Right here, we're gonna jump right into all of the talk about Bryce Young, all of the talk about what he's done this season, what he's capable of, but this is the Bryce Young that we all know and love and that we got to watch at Alabama. Watch this pocket and watch how clean it is. Offensive line has struggled at times this year, but not on this play. Right now, we're going to freeze that. Look at this pocket. Look what Bryce has. He has the ability to see downfield. Watch the accuracy on this throw. Literally put this ball in a spot where either DJ Chark is going to catch this ball or it's going to go out of bounds. That's exactly the placement that you have to have on a football like this in this position. And just watch this catch by DJ with the toe drag swag. You gotta love when players make plays like this in crucial times. And right here, to capitalize, to finish this game off, we've driven down the field right now, and we're in field goal range already. We need 3 yards to pick this up. Offense has a play design. We're not going to score a touchdown right here. Watch Chuba smartly goes down because at this point in the game, the score is 7-6. Atlanta is leading. If we score a touchdown, it's going to force us to have to go for a 2-point conversion, and then they have 1 minute and 40 seconds to put a drive together. You don't want to leave yourself in that position if you can close the game out offensively. So great job by Chuba going down.
How hard is it to have that kind of awareness when your adrenaline's high and you know that the game is on the line?
Oh, it is one of the toughest things ever. And even for a defensive player to just know how hard it is to stop people from scoring in this league and be told by your coaches, hey, you got to let them score in this play. It's extremely tough, but it's the best thing to do for the team in that moment.
Yeah, a lot of great things to build on as the Panthers get ready to face the Packers this weekend. TD, thanks so much.
Oh, no problem.
Prowling Vineyards Napa Valley is the official wine brand and wine club of the Carolina Panthers. These premium selections celebrate the great people of the Carolinas and the Panthers' hunger to achieve excellence on and off the field. Each handcrafted wine mirrors the Panthers' bold attitude, and the iconic flavors honor the two states we are proud to call home. Experience the benefits and lifestyle while giving back to the community, as a portion of the proceeds support the Carolina Panthers charities. Learn more at prowlingvineyards.com.
Really just spending time with my family, spending time with my daughters. Hopefully Santa got them everything that they wanted, and that we can wake up on Sunday, on Monday morning on Christmas and just see those smiles.
I love seeing my kids open gifts. I love to see what Santa brings them. It's usually something good. So sometimes I don't know everything they're getting, but Mrs. Claus has a lot of surprises, so I see some of that.
Being in with family, that's the biggest thing for me. Being around family, seeing my kids wake up excited. It's definitely not about the gifts in our house. It's more so just everyone together, having a good time, spending it together, and we'll be able to do that hopefully after a win, which would be great.
The Panthers are embracing the Christmas spirit this year by helping to spread some cheer this holiday season. It's this week's Coke Community Spotlight. The Carolina Panthers, in partnership with communities and schools, hosted 50 families for an intimate holiday celebration at the Atrium Health Dome. Panthers players and legends were on hand to provide a sleigh full of cheer and help families pick out toys, shoes, coats, winter gear, and personal hygiene kits to brighten their holiday season. Unfortunately, that is all the time we have for you today. Thanks for watching, and if you're not coming to the game here at the stadium this weekend, you can see the Carolina Panthers take on the Green Bay Packers on your local Fox station Sunday, Christmas Eve at 1 p.m., or you can listen to the game here in Charlotte on 99.7 The Fox. So for Thomas Davis, Coach Tabor, and the entire Huddle crew, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next week right here inside the Panthers Huddle. Until then, keep pounding and have a Merry Christmas.
You've been watching the Panthers Huddle, a copyrighted presentation of the Carolina Panthers and the NFL.